Alright, so hello, this is the beginning of tutorial for creating a very basic Pong game in the Unity Engine software. The goal of this tutorial is to be a very clear and patient tutorial for those who might learn a little bit on a slower side, like myself. I think I think the world needs a little bit more of tutorials that are clear and take things a little more slowly. Anyway, I'm just going to make this very quick, so just to get you in the game, just, or so to speak, to get you going, right? Just to get you started, so you can say, hey, I passed that initial barrier, and now you're actually making something. It's all about starting small. So now you will see that I have a history of projects here, but we're going to make a new project, and this is assuming that you already have Unity downloaded. If you don't, you can find a download link in the description of this video below. If you need to download it, you can go ahead and pause the video now and do so. But if you have it downloaded, now we can click New Project in the top right. And for this game, we will want to select the very top option. "2D built-in render pipeline." This is a 2D game, of course, so that is the option. So now with that selected, we go down to Create Project in the bottom right corner. We click that. Now, depending on your computer, this might take a little bit of time, maybe a few minutes. For my computer, it'll take maybe about 10 seconds or so, 15 seconds perhaps. And once it's opened up, there will be a lot of options, that will be shown, but just try not to get overwhelmed by it. Just embrace that it's okay that things are foreign to you at first, and that you'll learn them eventually. Because I think, when you first open something like this that you've never seen before, it's really easy to get maybe intimidated when there's so many options, and features. Because I know right now, so this is the interface in which we're going to use to make the game. And right now, if you never opened this before, this might look a little bit scary. But just embrace that you don't need to know everything right now, and you'll get it eventually. Anyway, we'll learn bit by bit, right? Okay, so if we click main camera over here in the top left, this will give us, the main camera is basically what you will see the game as once it's running. So you see there's a blue rectangle here, right? This is basically the screen for the game. Everything that happens in the game visually will take place in this blue rectangle. And so for Pong, it has a black background, right? So we can go to background over here in the right hand inspector panel and click that, the blue color here, and we can change the hue to black. And now we have a proper background for Pong. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I know that seems like maybe a little bit small tutorial, but the goal is to make things nice and easy for you. And next time we're going to make the paddles for Pong. And we would do that just to show you really quick, give you a sneak preview, but we would do that by right clicking over here in the hierarchy panel and going to 2D object and then sprites and then square. And then we would rename that, say, left paddle. And we can just leave that here for now. We can shape it and everything and move it over to its proper position, of course, as you can see with like position up here. But we'll do that next time, okay? Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.